Hey guys, thought I'd just do one more after a couple days. I thought I'd do one more. This is not quite half of the boxes, but just about there. After say about 2 boxes, and probably got close to a full set. Might have taken 3 to get all the uncommons, but I definitely have all the individual cards that can be opened inside of the Kickstarter boxes. So let's just go ahead and we'll take a look. Alright, so starting off with a Robin Hood. We have his specials from his stack. We have a Mr. Hyde. I only got a couple of these. Actually, I think one of these so far. So he's not one that's been coming up too often. We have Hercules, Mina Harker for the uncommons, another teamwork. And we have a Jane Porter for the rare slot. Alright, so we end up a Count of Monte Cristo. I think he's going to be pretty good. I've been messing around with a few like deck ideas, but I haven't had a chance to play yet. Victory Harbin over here. We have our uncommons. We have a teamwork. So it looks like 2 teamworks in a pack, and 2 specials. I think in the future I would like to have power cards and things like that in the packs a little bit more. I just don't think I want to buy a power pack separately, and I feel like I'm just getting a lot of everything else, and so I think if everything was in the packs, it might just make the pack opening a little bit better for long term. If you're opening it multiple boxes, but I still think it's a great experience if you have not the foil 5 any power, and we have a Wicked Witch. I still think it's a great experience if you are just opening a box, maybe 2, as well as a Van Helsing, as well as drafting is probably going to be really fun. Van Helsing here with all of his specials, and it looks like we have a foil character stacks. We have a Jane Porter, who I've not seen yet pop up in the foil stack, so we have a few little roller marks here, but it really does pop. It's a cool way to do that. This will be fun to have sleeved up on your board. We have Headless Horseman. I have not seen him yet, so that makes me happy. Yeah, I think having less SKUs on the shelf for card shops, as well as actually having everything you need to play in packs, might be good. And maybe even the heroes in the starter decks, maybe being exclusive to the starter decks. So we have Carson of Venus. Definitely need to check out some more of these. Sheriff of Nottingham. I think he's going to be pretty solid. Yeah. We have 3 teamworks in 1 pack. That's kind of a lot. And then we have a multi and a foil. And then we have a Sherlock. Very curious on how everybody else's pack experiences have been. Have you enjoyed opening these boxes? I've definitely enjoyed the art. Very excited to play. I definitely want to draft. Yeah, just kind of curious how the community is feeling about things. I think this is a pretty good example of maybe if I had a power card in here or a mission or something, it might make these feel a little bit more special because now I have 3 in the same pack. So I think teamwork's going to be really good in draft when you're getting things like that, and you're opening I think 4 packs for a draft. So now you can have 12 or something. This one doesn't want to open. Blood. Oh, there we go. I have a Merlin. Haven't seen too many of him. So Merlin and Zeus. Zeus is one that I'm very much looking forward to playing with. I would love to have a few more foil stacks. I've gotten one, and I would like to have there's a Morgan Le Fay. I would love to have a couple full foil stacks so I can have all the cards in foil and run those on the board. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I have noticed it seems like any of the foil stacks have not been the first stack that you open. So you have Professor and the Count. We have uncommons. We have Billy the Kid. We have a teamwork with Morgan Le Fay and some dragons. I've seen that one a couple times today. And then we have another Billy the Kid. This one actually, I don't know, feels a little heavier. I don't know if it's something that's easy enough to tell that there's foils in here. So we have Hercules. Also very excited to have Hercules in here. And then we have another foil stack. We have a Professor Moriarty, and I have not seen that one yet either. So it's nice to finally not be getting a lot of repeats on those. We have a Angry Mob with special. We have a Wicked Witch. We have Sherlock Holmes, Hercules, and then we have this amazing Zorro. There's a Kickstarter I saw going right now for some of the 60s comics by Toth, and I looked at the colors and I wasn't a big fan of it, and I signed up for the Kickstarter and then I pulled it back because I just didn't like how it was looking. Sun Wukong, really nice looking art here. He might have done all of the specials. I like that. It makes the character feel consistent across the board. So we have a Leonidas special. We have a teamwork with the Lady in the Lake and Arthur and Merlin. We have a Sheriff of Nottingham on the 3. We have, I'm assuming, I'm assuming this is John Carter, Carson Venus and Victory. We have a foil Count of Monte Cristo. We'll just go ahead and sleeve him up. I haven't, just since we don't get too many. Nice looking card though. I don't feel like I'm getting too many of these per pack. I don't know what the average is. Alright, so we have a Deja Thoris. So, we guys have another King Arthur, which is I believe this is my third King Arthur foil, but he looks really nice in the foil. I do like how these pop. They're fairly readable. Sometimes foils for different games can be kind of hard to read. We have a teamwork with the Merry Men. We have Deja. We have a little Sheriff special here, and then we have the alternate arts for good old Heracles, Heraclius. Alright, we have Leonidas. I'm definitely excited to put together a deck with this guy. We have a Time Traveler. I think this is actually my first Annie home base I've gotten in this box so far. We have a Asclepion. I don't know what this is or where it's from. We have an Angry Mob Middle Ages. The only one I've not seen so far is the Modern Age. I've heard that folks are liking it. Here we have an Anubis. His specials here. I think I want to see if I can put all the. So you can do some theme decks because I always like doing that in Magic the Gathering. Just wish there's a little bit more possibility with that, and maybe some home bases would have been good here. We have a little teamwork card with It's like Ares, Hades, and Cerberus. We have a Sherlock, Sun Wukong, and Carson of Venus, and here we have a foil Victory Harbin. I got the other one in my first box, and it looks like we have a little something going on here. I can't tell. Yeah, there's some kind of a damage right there, probably from when it was cut. My other Victory Harbin had for the other art, it was a foil, but it had a big roller mark through it. Right here we have a Cthulhu with a shrimp right there, so that's kind of fun. Definitely am interested in those. If I'm gonna put that over here, just because I like the misprints and weird things. I've seen some boxes that have some pretty gnarly ones, which I've enjoyed looking at. That's going to be a big boy, that 11. And here we go. We have the Hercules in foil. A little roller mark going up the thing though, but it really pops. A little bit of a curl there. At least with these hero cards, you're not going to be shuffling them into your deck, especially since there's no activators and things like that. I'll take that. I think he's I think that's an ultra rare. I feel like I see the other Hercules art a lot more frequently. Here we have a Korak, his specials here. We have a Lancelot. I think I only seen a few of him so far. It's kind of nice. I haven't gotten too many angry mobs today. Here we have the 4 multi. We have the 3 musketeers. It's said that the rarity list is going to hopefully come out pretty soon. We have Captain Nemo. So hopefully we can see what the actual rarity on a lot of these cards is. Our Zorro here. I need to make another pile for those comments. Here we have the 4 multi, any character. I think I'd love to see some, maybe a little less any characters allowed in decks. Maybe limit it to like 3 or 4, and then I think that might force people to play more of the character specials. So I think a bigger minimum on the deck size, as well as maybe a limit on that, might give an actual little bit more variety with Joan of Arc. Still, I think that's my least favorite art in the set. I think it still would just offer a lot more variety to what's eventually going to happen. It's going to also make it so people have more decks, which means more people are looking for Victory Harbin right there. Make it so more people are looking for each of the you need more cards for a deck, which means there's more demand on cards as well. We have Robin Hood. We got him in the first pack, and Mr. Hyde, which I think we got in the first pack as well. So a little bit of a pack duplication here. And then we have the alternate art Mina Parker. Yeah, I'd love to see like a few more foil stacks in a box, just with the list. Just since I don't feel like I've done too well on the quantity of foils in the boxes so far. We have another Captain Nemo. I think this is the first Poseidon for the day. I do kind of like some of their takes on the gods. Still very much a Aquaman sort of a look here. We have here, and then we have this Deja Thoris. I have not seen her yet, so we'll just we'll save her up later. Got into my collection binder. Got a couple so far. Another Captain Nemo. We have a Dracula. Haven't seen him today. This I was gonna say, it looks like the artist who did like the Headless Horseman and things. Looks like it's a different guy. 2 specials, a multi, and any character, and then we have Hercules again. I mean, who knows? Maybe this one is the the more common of the two. Not sure how that is yet because we don't know which ones are specifically the ultra rares, and I really just have some suspicions. So we have Dr. Watson here. But any character with a teamwork with some Egyptian gods in here. We have Ra, Osiris, and Anubis with 8 any power. It's teamwork with Morgan Le Fay again, and Invisible Man. Right, we have another Count. Another Mr. Hyde. So a lot more Mr. Hydes in this box than I got in the other 3 combined. Ra, Robin Hood, and we have the other Morgan Le Fay. I think this is my favorite of the 2. Okay, we have another Billy the Kid and Deja Thoris, so we'll just start a new pile. We have another Invisible Man. I feel like I just got one, yeah, like just 2 packs previously, so there's still quite a few that I haven't seen at all, even in the non-foil, so just having some rarity would be nice just for a pack opening perspective. We have Sheriff. Ooh. And then Zeus foil. That's weird. So we have Angry Mob 1, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 specials. Then we have Sheriff of Nottingham. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 specials. Then we have a Thunderbolt, which is just, so this is an extra card because there's 4 uncommons here, and then a Joan of Arc. Let's go back and see that real quick. So I have the Angry Mob, the Sheriff of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so this Zeus Thunderbolt is just an extra card. It's the one that I'm wanting from the foil stack, so that's interesting. I've heard that some of the foil stacks have had like a different character and then like 5 specials. So we have Hercules again and King Arthur. We have the Mummy, Bassoon, Legendary Escape, and then we have this Cthulhu, which that is cool. I have not seen him so far. Like, it's like Release the Kraken. That is very cool. Yeah, for a second I was like, oh, another Zeus stack. That would be ideal. With Zeus. There was definitely no cut that happened here. Coming back in like 10 hours later or so. We'll just left most everything where I was, but figured we can finish this up. So we ended with the Deja Thoris pack. I think we got to the Zeus, and then my kiddo woke up. So loving these teamworks. I almost looked up if there's some character information here, like who are these other people. The Mr. Hyde uncommon, teamwork with Leonidas, Beowulf, and Sinbad, Merlin, and a Jane Porter that I have not seen before. I was expecting this one to be a Joe Jusko, not a Joe Jusko, a Joe Kubert as well, just because the other ones had been. But I think I like that more than the other one. It's a cool pose. Let's go ahead and finish up this box. We have a Leonidas, we have Ra. I haven't seen too many of him. I think he's going to be kind of fun. Just having these Advanced Universe cards in place of the specials is kind of interesting. Here we have the teamwork, we've seen before. This Horseman uncommon, Joe Carter, Sun Wukong, and a Joan of Arc. I kind of like the art on this one. Yeah, it's a cool take. Yeah, I had to leave earlier. It was my sister's birthday, so kiddo woke up. We were trying to get him a little nap before we left. Here we have a Anubis, another one of him, a Carson of Venus. I think that's our second one in this box. And we have our Wicked Witch. Uncommon, we have any home base. I feel like I've been getting less any home bases in this box than previous ones. Anubis, Dejathoros, and the alternate art, Dejathoros. Super cool art. There's a video on Instagram if you look up Bella Racklin, I think it's her last name. There's a video of her actually making the art, which is pretty cool. So we have Cthulhu. But Dr. Watson will over here to our Teamworks for uncommons. And just some of these characters, I have no idea who they are, and this guy looks kind of like an elf with these pointed ears there. Lancelot, Van Helsing, and then I'm going to call it the storybook King Arthur. This pack was not wanting to open there on the end. We have a Joan of Arc again, with a Tarzan. Man, it's just really cool rendering. I've never been into Tarzan, so it's kind of interesting. Like, if anyone out there's just been into Tarzan, what made him popular? What made his story so interesting? Have the four-foil here with the plesiosaur, and then we have the other Jane Porter. Let's see if we can get some more foil characters in here. Alright, so we have the Time Traveler with a very cool misprint here. I can't tell. It appears that there's something printed on here. I can't tell what that is, so that's pretty interesting. We'll put that over here to the side with this Cthulhu. We have a Wicked Witch. We have the Tarzan. Uncommon, we put that in the correct pile. And this Teamwork with these Cthulhu cultists. I have to say, this guy's neck is kind of, I think just another sketch would be cool in there. We have a Cthulhu, Nina Harker, and the wonderful Dracula art. I can't remember if he had another one here, but Feed Intelligence. I kind of wonder if Dracula is a Feed Intelligence. Because you have someone like Merlin who you kind of think of as being intelligent, but that also there's the magic there, so kind of interesting to just hear, what they thought and why things were, decisions were made for stats and things like that. But I'm sure there's a lot of discussion on how to do that. Here we have another Hercules. Looks like we're down to 3 packs. Another Tarzan. Right, and we have the Indie Home Base. Joan of Arc Uncommon, 2 Teamworks, and then we have the Morgan Le Fay art again. Alright, we have 2 more packs left in the box. How are we gonna do? Anything spicy gonna happen? Here we have another Tarzan. And then we have another misprint. Let's pull that up and give it a look so we can see the Van Helsing artwork. There's just something printed over the top of it. I imagine it's something from the character sheet, so I'll just have to do a little looking at it closer later and just seeing if something interesting pops up there. So a couple Teamworks, a Time Traveler, Uncommon Poseidon, and a Cthulhu. We haven't seen that one in this box. And one more pack. Hopefully we see something. It seems the drop rates on foil are not incredibly high, which is fine. I'd rather have it not overprinted, but I do wish it was a little bit more consistent box to box. Here we have the Indie Home Base, we have our Teamwork, Victory Harbin, and a Tars Tarkus coming in for the close. So, yeah, well, here's, you know, we got 3 foil stacks. So a King Arthur, Professor Moriarty, and Jane Porter. You know, just seeing some people getting 4 in theirs. I don't know if I've even hit that yet. And most people kind of say that's kind of the average. We have our Count of Monte Cristo, Victory Harbin. I think this is an ultra rare. Hercules. And we have this Zeus, which didn't come with the rest of the stack. And we have 4 power cards, 3 multi-power. And these, you know, 2 misprints and a crimp card. So I think these are the kind of the cool winners right there. But have a great night, and I'd love to hear what you guys think in the polls.